Hello everyone and welcome to Sterling Lee Fine Art, my Artistic Week vlog. This is vlog number, and this has been my Artistic Week. Hello everyone and welcome to Sterling Lee Fine Art again. Sunday morning, 31st of October. And the sun's just starting to come out. It's been absolutely nailing it down all night. Lots of water, not too pleasant. Not really dog walking weather this morning, so we'll check them out this afternoon. But yeah, it's starting to brighten up. And apologies for the throat, I've got a bit of a cough. So it's not man flu, don't go there. No, it's a bit of a cough, so I'm a bit croaky, but you know, some people say, what's the difference? Anyway, what I wanted to talk about this week, the eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that I didn't post last week. This was because of quite an unpleasant occurrence. In that I lost my dad last week, last Saturday. And yeah, I didn't really follow doing this on a Sunday, obvious reasons, and things needed to be taken care of. But I did say at the start of this that I would give the good and the bad, and that's definitely on the bad side. This is compounded by the fact that 14 months ago, I also lost my son. So my two best buddies have gone, and here we are. But what I want to talk about is the fact that as an artist, you generally are a more sensitive individual in lots of different ways than the average person, because you pick up on different scenarios, different circumstances, different images, different light conditions, different colours in lots of things. And yeah, being a creative person and suffering such extreme loss, polarizing, debilitating, all-encompassing loss is a very difficult thing to get your head around, basically. However, the one thing outside of family that has given me strength and solace and a purpose and a reason to keep going is my artwork. I'm saying this and I'm putting all this out there for anyone who has gone through that kind of personal loss. Do something. You have to do something about it. You can't do anything about the situation because it's happened, and if you could turn the clocks back, absolutely you would, but you can't. So you have to do something else, because fundamentally you've still got your own life to lead. And the mental health issues that become prevalent with such an all-encompassing situation aren't nice, because you get very down. It's not easy to create when you're down. You get very angry because you couldn't help, and there's lots of things that you go through, lots of situations you go through, and it's all pretty much in it. But what that does is it manifests itself in there. So you know, you don't feel right, you feel ill, stomach cramps, you know, chest pains, all that sort of stuff. But having something to focus on, and for me, being a creative person, having my art to focus on has absolutely, excuse me, like I said, bad throat, has absolutely given me, as a person and as an artist, somewhere to go with this. So having the ability to create and therefore spend time in creation of pieces of artwork has, one, stopped my head thinking about all of the other stuff, and two, given me a sense of purpose to continue and to continue to do something for my loved ones that are no longer with me. And there you go. Anyone who's gone through anything like this at all, just do something. Do something, even if you can't draw. I have so many people, people that I know on a regular or casual basis, acquaintances, friends, when they find out that you have a creative ability, I'll get around to explaining more about that shortly. You are creative, and they go, oh, I love you, I love that, it's fantastic. I can't draw the stick, man. I hear that so many times, but you can. Everybody can. Everybody starts being able to not draw or not paint. So, excuse me. So, even if you can't, go to your local art supply shop and get yourself a few pencils. Not an HB, because they're just too, middle of the road. But I suppose even if you're going to get an HB, just get something. Get something, have a look at something. There are a ton of videos on YouTube that will teach you how to draw with composition, how to put things in the right place, and just how to use techniques of shading and stuff. And if you want to do pastels or watercolours or oil painting, it's no big secret. Back to one thing I just said recently, people said, oh, you're so talented, it's amazing what you can do. And to coin an old adage, the harder I work, the more talented I get. It's all about hard work. Another artist friend of mine said to me a while ago, your muse has to find you working. So basically, you have to keep going at it. Doesn't matter what. So it doesn't matter what's happened. If you want to do it, you just have to keep doing it. And the benefits to my mental health after these 2 losses has been tremendous. Don't get me wrong, I've suffered, it's not been a breeze. No way you can call what I've gone through the past 14 months a breeze. Coping with it and learning to live with it. It isn't. It's very, very, very hard. But if you're going through mental health issues, and if you need to get your head right and need to get your head around something, then please pick up a pencil and just draw something, because it takes you away from the day-to-day, makes you focus on doing something else. At the end of the day, you get a nice picture. What's not to love? So, that's why I didn't post last week. Dear old dad, not fully unexpected, passed on his 80th birthday. He'd been ill for quite some time, and miss him terribly. But there you go. And as I say, with losing my son as well, my 2 best buddies are gone. But we will continue, and I will make a success of this. And I'll sell loads of paintings, and I'll be world famous. You watch. I promise. I'm telling you. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that today, because obviously that was another loss of mine, and I need people to understand that you can do stuff, but you just got to want to do it. And if you try hard, you will get over it. You will get your head round coping with it. You won't get over it, but you will be able to cope with it better. So please, if you feel the need, just pick your pencil up and start doodling. Just keep doing it. Anyway, on a brighter note, heard last week that actually the studio is going to start being built. Yay! Studio is going to start being built on Tuesday, so that'll be the 2nd of November. So just out there, I will have the base put down on Tuesday, hopefully, and the concrete's going to go down a few days later because I couldn't get that sorted out in time. What are you going to do? Excuse me. Other good stuff. Now that I've mentioned previously that I'm doing my first art fair in December, and just so as I'm just looking down now. I am looking down at, I know I shouldn't have said that before, but I'm looking down at the piece I'm going to pick up in a minute. The big reveal. And I've been producing work that hopefully will be sold at said art fair. It's more of a Christmas fair, really. So I'm going along on something that's, relatively affordable for people to buy, like sort of on a whim, without thinking they were going to buy a piece of artwork. So anyway, here's what I've done so far. And there are going to be 4 of these. I've got the pieces already mapped out. And I've done 2 almost. I've done 1.5. This is the first one. First one in my usual gold leaf style. You can see that. Bring that a bit close to you, you can see a bit more detail on it. Ballerina wrapped in like a silk, something or other, and a gold leaf all around her. Now, don't worry about these bits down the side, because I'm going to have a border, or as my American friends would call it, a mat, a mount on the piece, and you can just see how the light again catches the gold leaf there beautifully. That's number one. And just before I started doing this today, here's number two, which I just finished. Now, as you can see, there's no gold leaf on that at the moment, but it's on gold card. If I just hold it there, hopefully it'll sort of focus in on it. But yeah, another ballerina. Same ballerina, Jade Wallace. Thumbs up to Jade, who's on a Caribbean cruise, or no, not Caribbean cruise. She's on cruise around the Greek islands, I believe, in the Mediterranean, working on there. And yeah, that's another one. So those are two, and they're going to go in a nice little frame. So they will be well presented when I get to the fair. So that's just a piece of card that I've got stuck in there, so you can get the idea. So that'll go into there, and then I'll just drop that in. I've actually bought the main card, and I've got the main card yet to cut. So it'll look something like that when it's finished. And I'll put some nicer pictures on my socials when I've got those done, because I got the main card to cut, so it's all completely handmade as usual, by myself, all drawn in a range of pencils and some pretty nice shiny gold leaf all the way around. Anyway, so working on those again this week. Need to jiggle around with the website a bit, because it's now that I've had it for about 6 or 8 months. There's just things I want to refine and things that I need to change over. One thing is that people tend to go to the front page and they don't go anywhere else. So I can only believe that's just not too inviting. So that needs working on. So that's something else to do. So another thing you have to do as an artist, you have to make all your socials current, and you have to keep your website up to date. There's not just about painting and drawing and shiny gold leaf and stuff. But anyway, thanks for listening. I wanted to get the mental health and the issues around that and how it was caused out there today. It seemed appropriate following the events of last week. I hope I haven't upset people too much, and I hope that I can inspire people to move forward from their grief and loss with being able to do something, because it's important, because we're all still here. Everyone's just trying their best. So give it a go. You never know. You might get a nice bit of artwork out. You might turn into an artist. You might produce a load of rubbish, but at least it takes your mind off everything else, and it might give you a bit of peace. And you can even paint angry, or you can paint pretty, or you can do whatever you want. If you just want to paint abstracts and get all of your emotions on a canvas, just do it. Give it a go. You never know what might happen. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.